When you see the scope of the suffering in Japan, it's natural to want to help. It's exactly what some young people across the country are doing. Mark Strassman has more.
Thank you so much.
With tsunami relief on their minds, kids in Dallas squeeze the aid from lemons, a lemonade fundraiser for Japan. In an hour, they raised more than $1,000.
People all around the world are doing this right now.
In Atlanta,
It really makes me want to help those people.
kindergartner Tuesday Muse saw the destruction on television. Like kids all over, she's trying to make sense of the unthinkable.
I was like, how can I help? Could I do a sale or something like that? And I was like, I'm a good artist.
First, her mom helped Tuesday sell all her old artwork, some to neighbors, the rest on eBay. So far, she's raised more than $2,500. Then she helped recruit 40 of her friends to paint.
This dude, somewhere in New York City, he said if somebody would paint him a picture, he would give $1,000 for the tsunami relief. Hi, Sophia.
So they all got to work. For kids everywhere, Tuesday's mother says Japan's calamity hits home.
They're better able to put themselves in other people's shoes than adults are. But they see another kid's house be destroyed, and that's their little castle, and they do think about that, and they can empathize.
Some of them with wounds still healing. From Haiti, Joseph and Jeffrey look at Japan and see themselves. They're 14-year-olds still living in tents after last year's earthquake here.
For me, it's not easy. It's good.
In their despair, they link to Japan with plastic scraps made into bracelets. $10 apiece, $200 so far. Moved, like all these kids, to send hope in whatever way they can. Mark Strassman, CBS News, Atlanta.
And seeing stories like that make you want to help. Before you write the check, though, or text a donation, there are some things to be aware of. Kelly Grant from SmartMoney.com on the show this morning. She joins us now with some tips on how to make sure your donation really goes to those in need. Kelly, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Really sad we have to talk about this, but it is a reality. Point number one, goal number one, you want to avoid being scammed.
Very, very important around this time. Scammers come out of the woodwork as soon as there is a big disaster, and this is no exception. So the thing for consumers to think about is don't give to the first person who calls you. Oftentimes that's what scammers will do. They will reach out directly and they make a lot of fake websites trying to get your attention there. So make sure you're giving directly to a charity, and anyone who reaches out to you, just tell them you need to think about it, get some more information, and find the charity on your own.
And I want to throw some names out to you. Charity Navigator, GuideStar, Better Business Bureau's Wise Giving Alliance. Big names, who are they?
These are groups basically that will rate the different charities, and they're a great place to look when you're trying to figure out who is going to be most effective to give to. Something very important in a disaster like this is to look for a group that already has roots in the country, in this case Japan, and they are known for having a big impact and they can move fast when there is a problem.
And you say you really want to take a close look at the charity because in some cases, more money is going to the charity than the people in need.
Exactly. You want to take a look at how much money is going toward programs, and in this case it should be at least 75%. That tells you the money is getting to the people that need to receive it.
When you give when you're giving a donation, very important here, write a check. Why?
You want to be able to give directly. That's where most of the money is going to those people in need. If you're giving through a telemarketer or some sort of a middleman site, they get a cut of any money you give them, and that can easily be more than half of whatever you hand over. And if you're paying even with a credit card, oftentimes those fees are not waived. So that's another 3 to 4% that gets taken out.
And you don't necessarily have to write a check. There are some more creative ways. What can you do?
There are. We're seeing more companies that are offering to match your donation. Website Living Social was offering to match. If you give $5, they'll give $5. And we also saw Continental and a few of the other airlines that were offering if you spend about $50 given directly to a charity like the Red Cross, they'll give you some miles. And then, of course, you can turn around and donate miles as well.
Some things you can do and some things you can keep in mind. Kelly Grant from SmartMoney.com. Always good to see you. Appreciate you.